Hi there, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Dale Franklin, and we call this Mondays with Dale. We do this call every single Monday, with the exception of an occasional holiday. But the reason we do this call is I believe in network marketing. You need to have a social group, a family, a support group, whatever you want to call it, of people that are like-minded people that are doing the same thing. And that's why we created this. We try to keep you, again, a family atmosphere, but we also try to keep you updated on what's going on as far as what our company is doing, as far as what our teams are doing. You know, it's any network marketing company is worth their salt is constantly growing, constantly evolving, constantly fixing glitches, whatever. And our company, being one of the fastest growing network marketing companies in the world, certainly has proven that. I mean, we now have 10 different companies under one roof. Not every country, unfortunately, can have all our products, but as time goes on, as we build in each country and get more volume, then we can ask for more products, and we can certainly expand your business. Communication, you're going to hear me all the time talk about communication being the key. And for those who are just coming on for the first time, I want you to be able to reach me. And here's my phone number. Okay, the +1 802-343-9075. That's the +1 802-343-9075. And no call that I've put together in recent times have you needed that number as much as you will today, because we're going to talk about what we're going to do over the next 3, 4, and 5 months in this business. And I'm going to show you a video by Eric Worre today that will explain basically what we call a 90-day game plan and how that's going to work for our team. So again, I gave you my phone number. You can reach me there from WhatsApp, Telegram, Viber, you name it, you can get a hold of me. Please, if you're trying to reach out to me, don't just call me, because I'm on the phone or on my computer here sometimes 12, 14, sometimes even 15 or 16 hours a day building this business. And so if you want to talk to me in person, then just send me a message. We can schedule a time, and that way I can connect with you, and we can certainly chat all you want, but I just need to be able to schedule some time for you. So otherwise, just message me, and we can certainly message back and forth. I'm messaging constantly. Also, you can join me on Facebook if you want, facebook.com/DaleFranklin.378. That's DaleFranklin.378. Feel free to friend me, and you can message me on there. So you see, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give you as many ways as possible to stay in touch. I want to share my screen here. I think I got the right one here. Yes, okay. Right here. This is a website that was created for me by Barbara DeZetis, one of my affiliates and associates. And the reason I'm showing you this is, no, I don't want you to send your prospects to this page right off the bat, because or ever if you don't want to. But bottom line is, this is a place where you can go and get information. Okay, if you want to know more about me, there's Who is Dale, and you might have people that want to know a little bit more about me and my background. If you want to know about products, you can click on products, and you can come down here. You click on one of the products, and it'll take you right to all the information that we have online for that product. So you're going to find videos, you're going to find testimonials, you're going to find product information pages, you're going to legal documents, anything that you might need to build with that particular product is going to be on there. Okay. So, and then if you go to connections, which I think is the most important one, if you come down here, some of the things I just talked about, you can also hook up with me here. You can subscribe to my email list. So if we start doing a newsletter soon, we'll be able to contact you. You can connect with me on Telegram. If you don't know how to connect with Telegram, here's the Telegram application right here. And then once you're on it, you can connect with me on my Dale Franklin Network Telegram channel, or you can join the My Daily Choice latest news channel right directly from the corporate office. You can join our new Fun chat. Fun stands for Freedom Unified Network, and that's a large team of our affiliates all in one place. This gives you a reference place. It gives you a place to go and meet other affiliates, to learn from other affiliates, to ask questions. You know, again, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give you connections so you will be able to build and have a support group, have an educational group, have everything you need to build. You can do the same thing on WhatsApp with Dale's information funnel, the My Daily Choice Africa 2.0 link, and also the special Africa notices link, among others. You can come here. You can also click here and join me on Facebook. You can join Facebook groups like the Fun Business Opportunity Group, the Fun House of Brands, the Fun Training, Team We, which is Chris Bailey's team. A lot of you know Chris Bailey because him and I do a opportunity presentation for FFX every Thursday. There's a Win Testimonials. Win stands for who is next. Basically, who is next is succeeding in this business. And this is Chris Robinson's overall team, and tremendous amount of testimonials in there, video testimonials, very emotional testimonials telling how well our products work. And then you have the Win Network itself. You have, I'm gonna come back to YouTube. Zoom, we have Zoom meetings basically every day. And you can come here and you can see what's going on. You can see that, okay, at 7 p.m. Kenya time, on Mondays, there's what we call a Fun Power Push, which is 30 minutes of specific activities to help you succeed faster. There's the link for it. There's a password for it. Then you follow up there. This one here is the one we're watching right now, Monday with Dale. We have a later one here called the Freedom Unified Network International Monday Night Training Call. That one is pretty early in the morning for you guys, but we record them so you can watch them later if you want, or you're more welcome to come on. Wednesdays, we have another Power Push. Thursdays, we have the Fuel Factor X presentation by Chris Bailey and myself. There's the link for it. Here is a global opportunity showcase with Jermaine Johnson and fellow teammates. And then Fridays, we have another Fun Power Push. And on one Saturday a month, we have the Super Saturday. That is basically 90 minutes filled with different My Daily Choice leaders and top affiliates that talk about the business, talk about what they're doing that helps them succeed, gives you all kinds of information. I have never had somebody come to a Super Saturday who didn't feel like it was worth it, okay? The next Super Saturday is January 14th, coming up here very, very soon. And the Saturday, and there it's at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 9 p.m. Kenya, 8 p.m. South Africa, and so on. This particular meeting we're having is going to have Chris Robinson and Jermaine Johnson will be there, but we're going to have a special guest in Candice Berg Davis, who is an incredible 500K affiliate with our company, incredible trainer, incredible person, and you're going to want to see what she has to say. So I'm going to quickly go back here to YouTube. If you click on YouTube, it'll take you here. And if you click on videos, it will show you every video that we've put together. Okay, everything that I do gets recorded. There's all kinds of stuff on opportunity presentations, training on the back office, training on compensation, training on particular product lines. It's all here. Now, if you want to break it down a little easier for yourself, go to playlists, and it breaks it down by category. You know, training, Spanish subtitles, opportunity presentations, comp plan, so on and so on. The one I'm proudest of, those, the first one, starter set. If you click on starter set, it's going to give you 8 videos. Those videos are going to help you build your business. Okay, you have a Chris Bailey doing an opportunity presentation for the overall world, 38 minutes long. You have, after that, you have an FFX recording of Chris and me doing one of our Thursday presentations. So, and then of course, after that, you have one High Life Travel overview on our prepaid travel savings. That's done by Aaron Parker. He does a great job. That's 20 minutes long. Those because after, like most of Africa right now, those are the two main product lines. Those are the ones you should be pushing. You can invite people to our live calls, or you can just download these and put them on your own website, your own WhatsApp page, whatever you want, group, whatever you want to do. You can use these any way you want, any time of the day, and show people what we have to offer. So again, by you doing it this way, basically the sun never sets on our business. And then following that, we have a back office training that shows you how to use your website, both from the point where your customer sees it and also from the training in the back office that you'll need to keep building. We have a relationship mapping training, which basically shows you how to build your business using Facebook, using your friends on Facebook, tying your friends that know each of that are combined. How do I say this? Friends that you know, and maybe one of your friends also knows. You build your teams so that everybody together knows each other. Okay, so you have a friends working with friends. So when it comes time to work, you're working with people you like, people you respect, people that you trust, and by doing that, your business grows even faster. There's 3 trainings on the compensation. A short one by Chris Robinson is kind of a quick overview, and then 2 by Chris Bailey. The first one really explains the generalized part of the comp plan, and the second one really gets into the nitty gritty of how to optimize your pay for you and for your team. So again, these are all things you can copy and paste into your own, whatever way you want to promote it. Feel free to do that. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is get out of this just for a second. So next thing is I just want to go over a few real quick things. So I've talked about meetings, Monday with Dale, Thursday with Chris Bailey and myself. But if you want to have a grand opening, you want to have a special meeting, and you want us to help you, just let us know. We can schedule those in. If you have a top leader in another network marketing company making over $100,000 a year, and you're intimidated by them, but you want to have a shot at them. If they can prove that they've made $100,000 in each of the last 2 years, our company will fly them to Las Vegas, wine them, dine them, show them what we have to offer, and help sign them for you. So keep that in mind. I mentioned the Super Saturday, the second Saturday of every month. We have boot camps coming up, training. There's a boot camp coming up in Budapest, Hungary, January 27th through the 30th. You're going to have some of the top trainers and the owner of our company there. In February, the 10th through the 12th, we're going to be in Dallas, Texas, in the United States. In May, we're going to be in Australia, the date to be determined. We have a mastermind coming up for 50K and above, which is basically a thank you to them for growing like that. And that's going to be in Mexico, coming up in April. And we have a convention coming up sometime in the fall. I believe it's going to be in October. So that just gives you an idea what's coming up. I want to take just a moment before I go on the next part to talk about deliveries, logistics. Guys, we are working hard to get everything down smooth. Right now, things are working pretty good in Kenya. Payment, being able to use M-Pesa, delivery, I'm being told, is usually within 2 to 3 days using Fargo Courier. Fargo Courier told us that they would be able to quickly get stuff to South Africa. It's been more of a challenge for them than they kind of portrayed. So I have right now Stephen Kavilu and Brenda, Deborah, I can't think of, Pretorius. Deborah Pretorius both have experience in opening big network marketing companies, $1 million a month network marketing companies. And they are working right now on the logistics of trying to get you all the product that has been lagging. We hope to have it to you by the end of this week or the first part of next week. Can't guarantee that right now, but that's what it looks like. We are working like crazy trying to get that done for you. So please bear with us. Once we get this down and we get product in South Africa and start delivering things right from your country, we're going to be able to deliver to you usually within 2 to 3 days, and that's not far away. We're getting there. The same thing with Uganda. We're we got some building going on in Uganda, and the shipments there we're working on that, and we hope to have that all situated here in the very near future. So again, thank you for your patience with us. Once we get this down, things are going to run smooth, and business is going to boom. Okay, but it does take some time. We're working with different countries. We're working with different types of government setups, and it takes just a little bit of time to get that done. So thank you for bearing with us. I'm working like crazy to get this done for you. Okay, now I'm going to move on to what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to show you a video. It's about 30 minutes long, so we're going to be, we should still be in good shape. This is a video by Eric Worre. It talks about a 90-day game plan, not only the game plan itself, but how to prepare for the game plan. I think you're going to enjoy this, and once we close that video, I'm going to tell you about what we are going to be doing as a team. So let me get that out. So let me bring that up for you real quick. Here we go.
"24 years of network marketing, one very important lesson, maybe the most valuable lesson I ever learned. 90 days can change your life. 90 days can turn everything around. One focused 90-day burst of energy that's well thought through, well planned, and well executed can take you from invisible to average, from average to extraordinary, from extraordinary to a legend. You could become a legend. You could become a name over the course of one 90-day period of time. I have coached and trained hundreds of people to change their life over the course of these 24 years, personally, one-on-one. And over the course of these 5 videos, over the next 5 days, I'm going to coach you on the fundamentals of what you need to do in order to be able to put together a 90-day game plan that can change your life. It happened for me twice in my career. The first was in 1992. I was struggling in network marketing. I was not achieving my goals. And I put together a 90-day game plan, September of 1992. And October, November, December, I worked like my life hung in the balance over the course of those 3 months. And over the next 12 months, I went from being nobody in network marketing to having a 1099 of $980,000 in that year, all from that 90-day burst of energy. It made me scratch my head and wonder why I didn't condense my efforts into a 90-day burst earlier than that, because up until that point, I've been working reasonably hard and plodding along. What I've learned is slow and steady doesn't win the race. You need a burst of energy, and then you can maintain it. And then another burst of energy, and then you can maintain it. The burst of energy is a 90-day burst. People constantly overestimate what they can do in a week or a month. And they underestimate what they can get accomplished in 90 days if it's thought out. It happened to me again in 2005. I had some challenges financially. I'd invested all of my money into a business a non-MLM business that did not succeed. So I found myself in a tough situation. And in June of 2005, I launched another 90-day game plan, another 90-day burst. And over the course of just the first 90 days, I made $83,000 in commissions. Over the course of the next 6 years, I made $7 million in commissions. Almost every penny of it can be pointed directly back to what I accomplished in that first 90 days. I trained, like I told you, I've trained other people. One example is a guy by the name of Art Napolitano. Art is a top income earner in a major network marketing company today. But when I first met Art didn't have any success. He didn't have any money. And he came to Chicago, drove from Boston to Chicago, met with a friend of mine and myself. And he said, tell me what I got to do. I'll do whatever's necessary. We said, you know, the only thing between you and becoming a millionaire is putting 1,000 people in a room 90 days from now. And he said, really? You know, because if that's the ticket to be, you know, freedom, I'll do it. Tell me what I got to do. So we spent a couple hours laying out a game plan very specifically. He didn't have 1,000 people 90 days later, but he had about 600-700. And today he makes approximately $5 million a year in commissions. 5 million from nothing. And I would tell you, if you talk to him, if he pointed back to what created his future, it was that season, that little, and he's done other 90-day game plans since then. I have so many friends that have gone on to make 100,000 a year, $500,000 a year, $1 million a year, or more, all pointed back to the 90-day game plan. So what I want you to do, just understand in this first video, is that what I'm going to share with you is real. It's possible. You can do it. And I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. I'm going to give you all the major components. And your life can change. You don't have to crawl through network marketing. You don't have to struggle. You can change your life. You can, if you're frustrated with yourself, we can give you some direction, okay? So that's our first video, just a little introduction, a little taste. One of the first things that you need to do as you start with this process is you've got to create some specific goals. In other words, why are you going to do what you're about to do? Because you're going to need to sacrifice. We're going to talk about that sacrifice tomorrow and the next day and the next day. We're going to need to sacrifice over the course of these 90 days. But what are you doing this for? What is your end game? Some examples. You might want to do a 90-day game plan. Go to a new rank. Maybe you haven't gone to the rank you want to get to, or maybe you've been stuck in a rank too long, you want to break through. But sometimes a rank, maybe there's a convention coming up and you swore you're not going to, you know, go to that convention unless you're walking across the stage. You know what I'm saying? You should go anyway, but you know what I'm saying? A rank advancement goal can be a powerful goal. 2, can be a team goal. Maybe you want to grow your team by 100 people or 500 people or 1,000 people or 10 people or whatever. You want to grow your team. You want to see your team rank advance. Maybe you can combine those two. How many people on your team could you get to the next rank? So it could be a team goal. 3, it could be cash. You just might need to make something happen. When I started in 2005, June of 2005, I needed money like oxygen. I had to make something happen. So when I put together my 90-day game plan, yes, rank advancement was important. Yes, team was important, but I had to get some cash coming in the door. So you can combine these, cash with rank advancement plus your team, get your team making more money, get your team rank advancing. So you need to write all these things down. Maybe it's a prestige goal. Maybe you just want to be somebody. When I first did it in 1992, my first real 90-day game plan, I wanted to be somebody. I wanted people to know me. I wanted to become known in network marketing. I wanted to have success, because prestige isn't just for you, it's for the team. Because if you have prestige, the team has more confidence to go out there and do what needs to be done. They could proudly say, I'm on this person's team, I'm on that person's team. So it helps with their recruiting, it helps with all of their efforts. These are just some ideas, but what you need to do is you need to write down, what are your goals? If you could accomplish anything over the course of a 90-day period of time, within reason, what would those goals be? In 90 days, what would those goals be? It might be a personal recruiting goal. It might be a rank advancement goal, it might be team goal, it might be money, financial goal, it might be prestige. Might be a lot of different things. I don't know what it is for you. But combination maybe of all of these things. But I want you, before I give you over the course of the next 3 days, the 3 major steps to the 90-day game plan, I want you to take a minute and write this down. Write your goals down. Get them clear in your mind. What would it mean to you if you accomplished that goal? What would it mean to you if you weren't crawling in MLM any longer? What would it mean to you if your team was proud of you? What would it mean to you if you had more cash flow coming into your home? What would it mean to get to that next rank or to sponsor 20 people? What would it mean to you if you make that happen? Okay, so write that down. One of the most critical and often overlooked areas of the 90-day game plan. And when I talk about 90-day game plan, sometimes people just say, oh, I'm starting mine tomorrow. Worst mistake you could make. The worst mistake you can make. Let me tell you, the most powerful part of the 90-day game plan is pre-launch. Your pre-launch phase, the time before you're going to start. See, during that period of time, you can be unbelievably influential. You can grow your team. You can, a lot of people think pre-launch is just when you're thinking about it. No, you're going to have a very detailed description of what it is you're going to do when you launch on March 1st. And your job during this pre-launch is to recruit as many people into that campaign before March 1st starts as possible. So I'll give you an example. If I was to talk to you and I was pre-launching and I was getting ready, I was going to launch on March 1st, and I call you on January 2nd, I say, listen, we have to sit down and we have to talk. Because I'm about to launch something amazing. Now, it's not launched yet. I'm going to launch March 1st. Okay? I'm going to launch March 1st. But let me tell you about the plan. On March 1st, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be exciting. Right now, I'm putting together the inner circle of people who are going to help with this campaign, this description of this campaign. Here, let me sit down with you and let me show it to you, the description of this campaign. And I promise you, if you talk about something that you're about to do versus something you're already doing, your recruiting will go through the roof. You'll be able to recruit 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 people personally by just telling them your story of the detailed description of what the campaign is going to be. You understand what I'm saying? Do you feel the power of that? The power of the pre-launch is an awesome force. See, I can go to somebody and say, look, I'm putting together my inner circle for this launch, March 1st. And I'm looking for people who are serious and are excited and engaged and can see the vision of what we're talking about with this description of this launch. Now, after I show it to you, is it compelling to you? Yes or no? Are you in or out? Yes or no? I'm looking for an inner circle. You want to be part of the inner circle? Because I think the inner circle is going to do very well financially. Yes or no? Yes, I am. I'm part of the inner, I want to be part of the inner circle. Well, here's what it's going to take for you to be in the inner circle. You're going to need to do this and this and this and this and this. And you create a little checklist of things that they need to do. They've got to sponsor some people, they've got to get some tools, and they've got to sign up with the program, and they've got to get themselves on an auto ship or whatever. They got to get themselves engaged in the process, and they also have to create their little team. So now you're in or out. I'm in. Okay, we're going to be doing this before our launch, and our launch is going to go from March, April, and May, all the way until June 1st. Okay, that's our 90-day game plan, but here's the things that you need to do. So you see now, if you use this detailed description to create your inner circle, and I promise you, once you write down this detailed description of what you're about to do, and you'll understand that tomorrow when I talk about the launch, the details of the launch, then you can create your inner circle very easily. And you can motivate and inspire them to create their inner circle quickly. So imagine if you're able to sponsor, by telling this detailed description between January 1st and March 1st, you're able to sponsor 20 people. And I promise you can do that. I promise you can. And you can teach those 20 to each create an inner circle of 10. Now you have 220 people on your team on launch day. On launch day. 220 people on your team engaged, motivated with you, excited. They're going to roll through this 90-day game plan with you. You see the power of doing that? It's so much more compelling than calling somebody on March 5th after it's already done. They don't feel like an insider as much. They don't feel special as much. They don't feel scarcity as much. They just feel part of the group. But this group, the inner circle, created in pre-launch, is amazingly powerful. Now, a lot of this detailed description is going to be clearer to you tomorrow when I go through part 4, which is your launch and what's included in the launch and this detailed description that you can tell to people in pre-launch. Okay? I hope this is inspiring to you. If you're the person that I hope you are, you're getting kind of fired up. You know what I mean? You've heard the stories of what other people have done to change their life. You don't want to crawl anymore. You've set your goals. You can see the power of this that you never thought of before. And you're getting fired up, right? Now, one more thing, and then I'll wrap up for today's show. Some people say, well, when's a good time for me to start my pre-launch or to start my launch? Sometimes it's when people just get started and they use this process to start their business. Or sometimes it's just you deciding that now is my time. You've been with the company for whatever, and you've plateaued, and you're not growing the way you want to. You just draw a new line in the sand, and you tell a compelling new story. You know, up until now, I was just screwing around, but let me tell you, on March 1st, here's what I'm going to do. Are you in or are you out? And tell this, you know, basically the same story, but with a fresh mindset inside your existing. And I've seen some people succeed with all of those different scenarios. Okay? So whatever your scenario, we can make this, we can create a template that will make this work for you. The pre-launch phase and how it is the most powerful phase to get people engaged, to do personal recruiting, and to develop a strong and powerful and excited and motivated group when you launch on your launch day. Today, I want to talk about launch. The typical launch. The most efficient, I believe, is 90 days. Some people have done 30-day launches. I don't think you get enough traction. Some people have done 60-day launches. Those have worked. Some people do 100 days, but I believe 90 days, people can get their mind around a 90-day game plan. 3 months where they're going to focus. The best 90-day game plan starts March 1, you know, or I'm just using that as a placeholder. Ends something like June 1st. Pick your month, pick your day, but 90 days. But at the end of the 90-day period of time, you do a big event. The event is the glue that keeps people focused. You do a big event in your market, and it's the glue that keeps people excited and motivated and focused and working. Because all of the efforts from March 1st to June 1st are going to be putting people into that event. Remember I told you the story about Art that put 600 or 700 people into a room in 90 days, and today makes $5 million a year in commissions? I can tell you person after person after person have used the 90 days to lead to a big event. Okay? So you gotta, if we start here with the end that says, you know, we're gonna do our 90-day game plan and we're gonna put X number of people into this event. And you might pick your goal. It might be 100 people. It might be 200 people. It might be 500 people. It might be 1,000 people. If you have a big group already, it might be 2,000 to 3,000 people. Have people fly in and drive in from other cities. But go crazy. You got to be thinking about what you're going to be doing and what your goal is for that event. And is it compelling and exciting? Okay? Because then you're going to reverse engineer the 90 days to figuring out how you're going to get people into that room. Remember I told you the story that if you go do a compelling pre-launch story, you can recruit 20 people. And those 20 people could each go out there and recruit 10 people. Well, what if you sold 10 tickets to your all 20 people? That'd be 200 tickets, right? And those 20 people who each got 10, so that is what? 200 people. 200 people, and they each got 10 tickets. That's 1,000 tickets. And your whole job for 90 days was to match up people with tickets. And everybody's job was to make sure that they had 10 people in that event. What would that do for you? If you're able to get 20 and they're each able to get 10, you could get 1,200 tickets into prospects' hands or into distributors' hands and into that event. What would that do for your life? What would that do for your business? Is this possible to do? Of course it's possible. Can you do it? Of course you can. Now, maybe you don't get 20, maybe you get 10, and maybe they each don't get 10, they get 5, but you still got whatever that is, 600 tickets sold to an event like that. See what would happen? So once you determine your event goal, the next thing that you need to determine is you've got month 1, month 2, month 3, and then you have event. Okay, month 1, month 2, month 3. What needs to happen in order to make all this stuff possible? 1, you've got to sell tickets. 2, you need to recruit, right? 3, you need to motivate and inspire, right? 4, you got to keep people focused. So in month 1, maybe you get together with your inner circle one time a week and just keep them focused, keep them motivated. Maybe you have a monthly training. What's that training going to be about? Getting more people involved in the campaign, getting more people to the big event, right? Maybe you need to do weekly group opportunity meetings. Maybe you need to promote home meetings. Maybe you need to do webinars. Maybe you need to do conference calls. Maybe you need to get together and have everybody have a blitz day where they just do 3-way calls together for the entire day. Did you see what I'm saying? Month 1 is all out. Month 2 is same. Month 3 is the same. It's all leading towards this focused end game, the event. Now, with this, let me tell you what it takes to really do a game plan like this. What it takes is all out massive action. And hold on 1 second. I'll describe it to you here in just a moment. Let me tell you what it took for me to change my life. All out, massive action. This is the part where I might lose some of you. But if you want to change your life, something's got to change. If you want things to get better, you've got to get better, as Jim Rohn would say. All out massive action for me meant this. Every week I had to go negotiate with my family and negotiate with my friends and loved ones and say, listen, for this 90 days, I'm not going to be available. For this 90 days, I'm going to be working as many hours as I could possibly stay awake every single day. For this 90 days, I'm not going to the movies. I'm not going to restaurants. I'm not watching any television. I'm not surfing on the internet. I'm not doing anything but this game plan. So for me, I was full-time both of those times. I'll tell you full-time and part-time, what both of those looks like. Full-time for me, I'm just going to be honest with you, was 16 hours a day. 6 days a week. No joke. 16 hours a day. I started at 8 a.m. and finished at midnight. Every day. Pounding the phones, making the calls, getting people involved, keeping them excited, keeping them focused, helping them recruit, three-way calls, meeting with people, game planning, training, webinars, conference calls, three-way calls, whatever I had to do. All day. 16 hours a day. If you're part-time, let me tell you what that looks like. 8 hours a day. Times 6 days a week. Work your job for 8 hours and then do this for another 8. Well, that's hard. Yeah, it is. But the results are worth it. You move everything out of the way. You negotiate with family. We'll go on vacation later. We'll have fun later. But right now, Mama's got to work. Papa's got to work. I'm focused. I got to close the door and I got to do some things. I love you. But I got to do some things because I love you. For things to change, we've got to change, and I'm going to change. This is what I'm going to do. Pound it, pound it, pound it, pound it, pound it. Relentless. Because if you're at 100%, then your group might work at 80%. But if you're working at 50%, your group's going to be working at 20% or not at all. 90 days can change your life. Remember what I said? 90 days of this, and your life can be changed completely and forever. Or you can just continue to do your 2 hours a day or 1 hour a day and cross your fingers and hope to recruit a monster. I think this is a better plan. 90 days, everything can be different. Okay? Tell your story. Team action, communication, motivation through this entire all-out massive action process. Okay, there's a lot of detail to this. I don't have time in this training program to give you all the detail, the exact map of this, but I think you can get the idea, right? You know what all-out massive action means. So your launch, 90 days. Pick whatever the period of time, ending with an event. Okay? If you sponsor 20 and each of them sponsor 10, you can sell 10 tickets to each one of those people, and their job is to fill it up. That's 1,200 people. Then you have to map it out. You got to map out exactly, day by day for 90 days, what you're going to be doing. Week by week, month by month. You have to have a specific business plan, like you were trying to raise money. You had to sell this idea to somebody. That's what you're doing when you're selling this idea to your prospects. Here's what I'm about to do, and here's the end result. And there's going to be different kinds of people in your group. There's going to be people who are willing to do this with you. There's people who are going to be willing to give you an hour a day or 2 hours a day. Love them all. Really motivate the ones that will go with you, even if it's the 8-hour type. Really go after it. Success isn't free, and success isn't easy, but it's possible for everybody that's watching this. The event itself, here's what you need to do with the event. You're going to set your goals. You've got to find a location. You've got to create flyers. You've got to create an event page on Facebook. You've got to create cool tickets. You've got to get great speakers. And this is where you call your upline, you get the best speakers in your company, in your local market. You call your upline, you call the company. If you tell the CEO of your company that, hey, I'm going to put together 500 people in this room in 90 days, I'm going to change my life, help other people change theirs for 1,000 or whatever. you'll get a company representative, you'll get top income earners, you'll get your upline to come in and support this. If you show them and you just tell them your story, you tell them your plan. That will recruit them into helping you. You put those speakers on the event page, on the flyers, on the tickets, and on the promo, and you do everything else. You do what I would say promo work, which is get all the speakers on different conference calls, get speakers to do a video you can put on your event page, get speakers to do a webinar that will promote your event, right? Plus what you're doing. So that's some of the things on just the logistics of getting it set up, right? When you do the actual event, the purpose of this event, get this, the event served its purpose already for what it made people do in the 90 days plus the pre-launch. It moved people into action, so it already created its result. Your job at this event is to promote the next event. That's your job. At this event, to promote the next event. Everything in your lineup should be about telling your story, recruiting people, getting people trained, etc., getting people excited. But you cannot leave that event without promoting the next event. If you do that, you screwed up the whole thing. The next event should be about how long after this event? About 90 days. At this event, you should tell people, here's our plan for the next 90 days to fill the next event with an even bigger venue. You should sell tickets for the next event at this event before they leave the room. You should get people excited and motivated, flyers in their hands, tickets in their hands when they leave the room. If you do that, now you start another launch process over the course of that 90 days to get that next event filled up. And let me tell you something, the best in the world go from event to event to event to event. 3 to 4 times a year, they go from event to event to event to event using this process. Now, you don't necessarily have to be 16 hours a day for the next 90 days. I found the best in the world do one true 90-day burst a year. Now, they go from event to event to event to event, but they don't kill themselves because it's hard to maintain that focus, keep your relationships with your family and kids and everything else, health, if you're just going 16 hours a day. But you can, the key for leaders is to do a real 90-day burst where you're really working 80 hours a week, right? 16 hours a day. And then make it appear to the world like you're still working 16 hours a day, but you're not, you're throttling back a little bit, right? And then you can gather your strength and do another real launch, but in the meantime, this whole big group of people that you built is going from event to event to event to event. Some of them are starting doing their pure 90-day launch. Some of them are just finishing theirs, or they have people in their team that are just starting their next pure 90-day launch.
Okay. All right, I hope you guys all got something from that. The reason I wanted to show you that is because I am about to start my pre-launch, okay? And I'm going to read what I've got down here. I don't want to miss anything. So that, what's going on? Oh, we shut that down somehow. Hold on one sec.
The next 30 minutes.
There. Now, how do I get back? Close that down. Where am I? There we go. Sorry, technical difficulty. I wanted you to see that and see what I'm about to do. Okay, and I'm going to read this because I want you to hear exactly what I'm talking about. This is not for the people that are just, you know, trying this for the first time and they're not sure where they are. This is for people who really, really want to change their lives. So again, I am starting a pre-launch right now with an estimated launch date of March 1st. Okay, I will be in Africa by then, so I will be planning all this around building in Africa. But in the meantime, I'll be building both in Africa and everywhere else I am in the world. Okay, I'm looking for those leaders that want to be part of my inner circle. Okay, and if you decide to join me in this, I want you to hear my "you must" list. Okay, I don't want you to instantly say, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I want you to sit back and look inside yourself and decide if this is something you truly want to do. Okay. But if you do, this is your "you must" list. You must be an executive in this company and maintain that executive status throughout this time that we're going to be doing this. Okay. So you must have an auto ship or a subscription of at least 90 BV every month. Now, you can do that a couple different ways. You can do it by buying a executive pack every month yourself, or by selling to customers 180 BV every month to keep you at the executive level. So, okay, there's multiple ways to do that, but these are the things you must do. You must attend a weekly Monday with Dale call. We need to have as many people on these calls as possible. We need you to invite as many people on these calls. When we get this call up to 150, 200 people, then I can invite Josh Wagle, the owner of the company, Jenna Wagle, some of our head corporate office. We can have more powerful people speaking. Okay, we have some great speakers now. We have Chris Robinson that comes on, Chris Bailey that comes on, but we can get more corporate availability if we start having more people on here. You must have at least 2 prospects in attendance each Thursday for the FFX opportunity presentation. Okay, if you're not inviting people, if you're not having people come to the presentations we're doing for you, and we're doing them, we're doing all the work. All you got to do is have 2 people besides yourself on the call every Thursday. Okay. You must attend weekly strategy sessions. This is going to be a specific strategy for people in my inner circle. Okay, this is not going to be for anyone else other than the people who decide they're willing to put in the effort that we're talking about over the pre-launch and the launch. Okay, and again, we're going to be. I want you to understand, if you don't do the things you must do, I may give you one chance and say, hey, come on, we got to keep going. But if you're not doing what you're doing, I'm not looking for people that have excuses. I'm not looking for people who don't truly want this. Okay, so if you say you're going to be in it and then you don't do what needs to be done, we'll remove you. Okay, and I don't do that because I'm trying to be mean. I'm doing that because I want you to be totally committed to what we're doing. Does this mean I'm not going to be working with the rest of my team? Absolutely not. But the people in this inner circle are going to be the ones that are going to get the focus, because they're the ones that are going to be building. Okay. You must have both WhatsApp and Telegram downloaded so that you can stay informed daily by our team and by My Daily Choice. You will go engage with the teams we suggest. Okay. WhatsApp is what most people use in Africa, South America, some of the Asian countries, stuff like that. And that's why we use that. Telegram is what corporate uses to keep us informed. So you have to have access to both so that you can stay informed, stay fired up, have the people around you that are going to keep you focused and keep you excited. Okay. You must be building your own inner circle and training them to do the same. Okay. This is about duplication. I'm going to have an inner circle. You're going to have an inner circle. You're going to train some of those people, have an inner circle. We're going to build a team of people that are totally committed to doing this business. Okay. You must promote the event once we decide on a time and a venue. Okay. We may have multiple events. We may schedule this so we have one in, say, South Africa, another one in maybe Kenya. Wherever our inner circle is doing the best and proving themselves to be the most successful because they're willing to do the work, we will figure out a way to have an event there. Okay. You must make this business your prime focus over the pre-launch and launch timeframe. As Eric said, you need to sit down with your family and tell them. I've done this before when I've done these. I tell my family, I'm going to be working lights out for the next 90 days or next 3 to 4 months. I'm doing it because I love you, because I want us to have a better life. I want you to have everything that I've ever promised you. I want you to enjoy a legacy from what I'm doing, so that my children and my grandchildren can see the value of this years from now. So again, you got, if you're in your inner talk to yourself, know that you will not truly commit to this, then don't. Okay, we're looking for people who really want to change their lives, and I will give you everything I've got to help you succeed, as long as you do the same. Okay, I would rather have three. I want to read what I wrote here. I would rather have 3 committed leaders than 100 non-committed ones. Be honest with yourself. If you show that you are not really serious, I will remove you from the group. I don't have time to babysit. My time will be for those who are as serious as me and truly want to change their financial future. I know that sounds tough. It sounds like I'm being mean, but I'm not. I want to help you succeed, but I want to give my time to the people who truly want to do it. And if you have people on your team that are not fully committed to that, they're still part of our team. They're still part of our family, and we're going to help them. But for that 90 days, we're going to put our focus on the people who show that are serious about this business. So what do we do next? Write me a personal message on WhatsApp or Telegram and tell me you are in. Okay, that's why I gave you my number earlier today. Okay, again, only do this if you are serious, because I will expect you to follow the rules set forth to the letter. Okay, I expect you to do what we need to do to help you. I hope a lot of you are ready to spend the next 4 to 5 months, first in pre-launch and then in full launch, to truly change your financial future. Do it for different reasons. Do it to make rank so you can be proud of yourself. Do it for your team. Do it for the money. Do it for the prestige of knowing you can walk across the stage and make people see you for what you know you are. Okay. Do it for your family. Do it as a way to create that legacy for for your children, for your grandchildren. You know, maybe 50, 60 years from now, your grandchildren will be sitting around talking about the fact that their lives are better then because their grandfather or their grandmother had the vision to do a 90-day surge and build a team that went on for years and years and years to come. Okay. Here's a little list I made. Okay. Decide if this is for you. That's the first thing. Decide if this is for you. The second thing, decide if this is for you. I wanted 2 of those just to make sure you understand. I don't want to put you in a situation where you're doing something that you don't think you can do. I want people who can look inside themselves and say, yes, I can dedicate myself for 3 to 4 months to something that can change my life and my family's future for years and years and years to come. Only you can make that decision. Only you will know whether you are ready to do that. You may not be ready now. Maybe I do another one of these 6 months from now or a year from now. Maybe you'll be ready then. But if you're ready now, let's do it. Get your mindset right. Okay, you got to get ready. It's like we're going to be doing battle. We're going to be doing something that's going to take 3 to 4 months to change everything. Okay, you got to have the mindset. You got to be prepared for that. Okay, let me know you want to be part of my inner circle. Okay, envision yourself walking across the stage at our event in June, and I want you to see that in your mind, and I want you to feel how proud you'll be of yourself for what you've accomplished. Then let's get to work. Remember, we are talking about an all-out commitment for 4 or 5 months to enjoy the rest of your life. Is it worth it to you? You've got to ask yourself that. I hope it is. I am doing it with or without you. I prefer to do it with you. Let me know this week if you are in. I love you all. I want you to succeed. But you have got to want this as much for yourself as I want it for you. Okay? I will give you everything I've got. I don't have to do this. I do this because I want to change a lot of lives. I have told some of you that I am greedy in one way. Okay. It's not about money. At my age, I'm looking for a legacy for myself. I want to be remembered. And what the best way to be remembered is helping as many people as possible to succeed. And that's what I'm trying to do. So you will get my full attention. You'll get my full effort. You'll get everything I've got over the next 4 to 5 months as we build this. You got to be willing to do the same. So sit back, think about what you just saw today. Think about what I've said. And then when you are ready to commit, if you are ready to commit, send me a Telegram message, send me a WhatsApp message, tell me you're in, and I'll start building my inner circle, and we'll go from there. So again, thank you for putting up with me today. We're just a little over. Thank you for your time. Let me just see if there's any real quick questions here that anybody had. Finally share a Telegram link again. Yes, my Telegram link is the +1 1-802-343-9075. That's 1-802-343-9075. Okay, I think that covers everything. So again, guys, thanks for your time. I'm excited about this. You know, I've done these before, and they with great success. But and this one, because we have the momentum we have going on around the world, the momentum that is starting to build in Africa, and trust me, for you who have been patient waiting for products and stuff like that in Africa, your patience will be rewarded, I promise you. So thanks again for being on today. I look forward to seeing you. Thursday, we'll have our opportunity presentation, and this coming Saturday is our Super Saturday. Please try to attend that. And then I'll see you again next Monday, same time, same station. So have a great week. I love you all. I can't wait to see you walk across the stage at a higher rank. Have a great week.